Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Alpha Dean and this is a Raid Shadow Legends video. So today, landing inside of the game, we have had a new tournament, and that tournament is this Dragon Turn Attack. So if we take a look at the rewards actually in here, the way that they've been set up is actually extremely good, but at the same time not so much, because I'd have much preferred this to have been the case for a later one. However, the fact that this is at 3,000 points, this is extremely cheap. Even if you just look at the Ice Golem one that we've just had, which was a faction specific one, the points was actually in this Ancient Shard spot. Why they've done this so cheap, I don't know. I don't know whether or not they're thinking, yeah, we'll do them a favour, we'll make them think that they're having it good for this one, and then they're going to keep throwing them in, you know, expensive for these, like they've thrown us a bone here. But I don't think that this is very good anyway. So the reason that I don't think that this is very good is because the majority of the player base, I think, is going to be pushing for at least this top reward. So normally this is what I'd do. I would go for this top reward, just because if we go to the actual dungeon, you'll be able to see we have got a 3x speed. So wherever there is a 3x speed, I do push for the top reward. So I know a lot of players that do go beyond that top reward as well. However, for me, being free to play and I do like to be efficient in the game, I do normally just claim that top reward and I'll get out of there, right? And what I normally suggest to people is just run your stage 20, throw together whatever your fastest team is going to be to get it cleared. Doesn't matter about time. I don't mean fastest time wise, I mean fastest in obviously turn count. So this is a turn attack, so the least amount of turns that it takes you to defeat the boss, the more points that you're going to get in order to complete this tournament. However, I'm not going to say to you guys do that, not for this one, and the reason that I'm going to say that is because we've also got going on the events. So if you are participating in this event, whether it be the Titan event or the Heroes Path, obviously if you're participating in the Titan event, you're going to have to do some of this Hero Path anyway. For myself, I'm picking them up just the 200, or that's what I'm going for. So that's just to keep me on track for the 5-star soul for Embrace. I'm not fussed about Mavera. So for me, this is what I'm getting to. As you can see, I've already earned myself 4,341 points. This is just through doing my Ice Golem, and I did do a little bit of champ training as well. I used maybe 1 or 2 refills. They were just my free ones. I didn't, you know, throw in extra refill pots for this. It was just ones where I'd used too many refills, obviously, for me Ice Golem. So the rest I did just throw into there. But yeah, this is the reason why I'm going to suggest don't do the turn attack like you would do a traditional turn attack. So if you're participating in these events, wherever you can pick up extra artifacts, it is going to give you points in regards to these hero coins. So as you can see here, this is your breakdown and whatnot on it. And for me, I'm not even going to run stage 20 normal. I'm going to go to hard. You have got a higher chance of your mythicals. I don't think that this is still the most effective for the points. But for me, it's not going to be about the points. It is going to be about getting the good gear. So this is the best time to be doing speed gear. Farming up your dragon on a 3x. 3x is the best. Right, speed, we all know how impactful speed gear is, and people may comment saying, yeah, but we've now got Mercurial and whatnot in the game, so it's going to drop off. I don't think it is, right? Maybe it'll drop off in the likes of Arena, but if any of you watch my video, so if you're showcasing Crocard and Shayak and the way that they work in there, by taking down the boss, I did leave like the rewards and whatnot in there as well. I just really wanted to showcase LeShun abilities and how they impacted Shayak and Crocard. It was working a little bit weird, but I showcased that anyway. But I included in there the rewards at the end of it. So if you watch that video, you'll see that every single one of the rewards that I got from him was actually 5-star. So none of that really is going to be very good speed wise or anything like that for my account. So you can say, yeah, Mercurial gear is going to replace your speed gear. It's going to take you absolutely ages to get a good set of Mercurial gear, in my opinion. That's my experience on it. I just haven't got that many good 6-star pieces of Mercurial gear. And that's for one champion. You're going to need 4. And not only that, if you play live arena, you're going to need a lot more than that, because if somebody picks a champion that you've got your Mercurial gear on, Do you see what I'm saying? So it's going to take absolutely ages for Mercurial Gears to take over the place of Speed Gear. And it's not only that, Mercurial Gear, it isn't going to be king everywhere. So yes, at the minute it is going to be in arena a lot, but outside of that, so clan boss, it's going to be absolutely useless in your clan boss things because it doesn't do anything against bosses. So likes of your Chimera, your Hydra, your Demon Lord, Speed's still going to be king there. Your speed sets by far going to be more impactful here. Same for any of your bosses within the Doom Tower on each one of your rotations. You've got your bosses in your Cursed City, your bosses in your Grim Forest. So even your event dungeons that will come up, do you know, is it on the map? So this coming soon section here. So whatever these event bosses in, it's going to be no good there neither. So Speed Gear, I'd say very much wherever you can, be going for this. So like I said, I am going to be doing this tournament in hard, and I am going to be trying to get myself some better gear for it. Now you can see the difference here. My best turn count here is actually 51. 51 compared to, is it 15 that it said that it was? I've gone by it now. Yeah, 15 turns. So not ideal. However, I am going to be getting the better gear, or at least the chance of better gear. I'm not going to say I'm going to get better gear because I had returned to the game now over a year ago and my best speed gear still hasn't improved. So what it was then, artifact wise, my gear has not improved. I've only improved the speed of my fastest champion through accessories such as Pinpoint and then her blessings and whatnot. So I have got other champions now that are catching her up, but I haven't actually improved any of the gear for that. So I will be running stage 10. Like I say, it's not going to be the fastest and it's not going to get me to the point requirement the quickest. However, I am going to hopefully pick up at least one piece of gear that's going to be faster to add on to my other champion. I am going to be getting points in regards to the gear dropped for this hero's path. And not only that, I am going to be going above and beyond within this dragon turn attack in regards to these point requirements. So I will be going beyond this point just for the sake that I am still going to be getting points when it's finished. Obviously not for the dragon, but I am still going to be getting points in regards to my hero path. These will still be mounting up, and then that way, as you can see, I've nearly made myself one sacred shard's worth of points, but these are hopefully going to get me so that I don't need to pull as many sacred shards, or not hopefully, they will be doing that. So that's going to be my approach for this. Regardless of what you decide to do today, I don't think that there's a wrong way to approach this. So you can treat this, if you're wanting to, you can treat this as how you did with your Ice Golem. So if you're wanting to run stage 20 with a solo champion and build up food, I wouldn't necessarily say that that's wrong neither, because you're still participating in this, you're participating in your champion training, and you're still getting points in regards to your hero path as well. So if that's something that you want to do, then do that. If you want to just take your rewards and bounce, so just treat it as a normal turn attack one, then do that if that's what you want. To me, I'd say that's probably the least efficient way of doing it, just because of how it is. But if that is something that you want to do, you could treat it as that, I suppose, if you're not participating in the these hero paths. If this is something that don't interest you, if you've already got the 5-star soul for Embreeze and you're not bothered about the Mavara one, I suppose you can just treat it as a turn attack. I don't know if that's something that you do anyway. I mean, the rewards in here, they're not great if you're not going for these points. The Ancient Shard, I suppose, is quite nice, and it is a 3x speed, so if that is something that you wanted to do, I suppose that you could do that as well. For me, my approach is going to be what I said. It is going to be, I am going to be Dragon 10 hard, and I'm going to be trying to get that done. So I'll be pushing energy into there, and that's going to be me for the remainder of the day. I would advise that everybody push in energy for this dragon today, because we have got them events. So we have got this hero's path, and this does come to an end today. So I wouldn't wait for tomorrow to get it done. I would just blast it all out today. And like I said, that is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be going above and beyond today in regards to my energy and the points required for that. So let me know what you guys are doing. What's going to be your approach for this? And I think that's going to be it for the video, guys. Hope that it's been useful. It is what I'm going to be doing, like I said. Hopefully it's helped you out. If it has, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next one.